So my name is Tracy Go-Getter Brooks. Some of you may know me as Twinsy G from my former life as a rap artist. I am from California. I've been in Texas since 1996, so I've roamed these streets with a lot of these Dallas artists. I'm now a real estate agent who can help you and anyone you might know find the home of their dreams, at least the apartment of their dreams, either way. And I'm also an advocate for mental health outside of other things. And I think that's the most important part of me when it comes to what I do for a living. I want to give a big shout out to the Dallas Film Hub. If you're not hubbing with Dallas Film Hub, you're not doing nothing in Dallas, period. As a real estate agent in Texas, I'm bringing an opportunity to get access to these homes and venues that you normally wouldn't have access to. So I bring a variety of venues as well as placing people in homes. So, you know, I just love what I do. So the nicest home that I have on the market right now, it is a 4,000 square foot home. It is 5 bedroom. It is 3.5 bath. It has a Mediterranean style pool with Mediterranean style build. And it's in a sought after community in the Craig Ranch area over in McKinney, Texas. And that's my joy right now. I look forward to helping several people this year. My goal is 100 people to place in a home of their dreams. And I've already worked with some wonderful people. I worked with Martez Wilson. I got him placed this year. He was actually my last client. We started out in 24 and he was my first client for 25. And I've been closing deals ever since. And I hope to close a deal for you one day. So I met Doobie B at his film premiere. And I was just so excited to see a young Black film producer create something so wonderful for our community. And to see the actors and everyone, the cast come together to see that film, it was just a great film. And I look forward to seeing more from Doobie. And I want to give a big shout out to the Dallas Film Hub. If you're not hubbing with Dallas Film Hub, you're not doing nothing in Dallas. I'm also an advocate for mental health outside of other things. And I think that's the most important part of me when it comes to what I do for a living. My nephew killed himself back in 2017, and it was the day before my birthday. And when I got the news, it kind of threw me for a loop. And like 6 weeks after we buried him and did the whole service, I went into like a small depression. I didn't know I was depressed, but when you go from posting online every day for 3 years straight and inspiring and motivating people to doing nothing, something's wrong. So I realized I didn't like the way I felt. I didn't like what I was thinking. I didn't want to communicate and interact with other people until a good friend, she reached out to me. She's like, "What's going on with you?" And I'm like, "Nothing, girl." She's like, "Well, why you not on Instagram or Facebook? Why you not out there posting?" And I said, "Because I don't feel like it. Like, who's looking out for me? While I'm motivating everybody, who's gonna motivate me? Because I don't feel so good right now. I don't like how I feel." And she was like, "But sis, I need you to just show up anyway." And I thought about that conversation I had with her. I'm also a founder of a nonprofit organization. So let me rewind a little bit. And this is sort of how I went into the depression. 2004, I did research in South Dallas. There were 10-year-old boys going to jail for 10 to 20 years. There were 8-year-old girls getting abortions. And when I did this research, my stomach just went into knots. So God kept asking me, "Well, what you want to do about it?" And I'm like, "What can I do? I'm a single mom from LA. I'm trying to raise my child. What can I do for these people here in Dallas?" And I kept hearing, "Give back, give back, give back." And I'm like, "Give them what? I have nothing. Give back, give back." And finally, it hit me. You come from the entertainment industry. You have a lot of friends of influence. And these people can talk to these children And you guys can build a bridge of communication and take those children from doing things that they had no business doing and do it for God. So that's what I did. I created a nonprofit, Getting Back to Kids, GB2K, Arts and Theater Mentoring Program. I got a grant from the South Dallas Trust Fund. It was $73,000 for 3 years. I worked, I had free classes that I gave in, room AB at the Martin Luther King Center for 7 years. So after school, you can come see me and some people there, that was actually mentoring these kids who was out there twerking on the streets and trying to sell drugs and trying to get a name for themselves. And because I come from the streets, I came from LA, I come from, I had a brother that was a drug dealer and a pimp and a gangbanger. So I learned all this stuff from him, and I'm like, these kids are actually immune to this type of stuff. So I took the skills that I learned from my former days and I applied it to those children, and I just let them know, I know where you're coming from and you don't have to do this. So I gave them positivity and we created programs for those children. Now it was way back in 2004.
IRN.